Good day, my fellow Football Manager fanatics, and welcome to episode 14 of Score 1 Steal 1 Series 2. Now, a few of you noticed in the last episode another mistake that I made. I forgot to terminate Craig Gardner's contract. Now, in the West Brom game, he got sent off, which means, according to the rules of Series 2, that Gardner's contract should be terminated. I did notice whilst I was editing the video, so I removed it at the end of the last game, which was against Crystal Palace in the last episode. So I've terminated Gardner's contract, and a few of you suggested that I should sign him on a free because he's a good central midfielder and probably better than some of the options I have. So I'm going to do that. I'm not desperate for players in a way, but because some of you guys have suggested it, I'm going to offer him a contract and see if he wants to come. He wants 25k a week, rotation option. I'll just leave the rest. I would look in more detail at these sort of things, but it doesn't really matter with this particular series considering how much money I have to spend. The wage budget available is £1.64 million per week. That is crazy because of all the high earners that we've got rid of during the series. This is the team going into this episode. We have improved thanks to the 2 wins in the last episode. We're up to 13th in the league. We've got a game in hand today. Our first game today is against Bournemouth. We've then got Norwich and Swansea, so hopefully we can get 3 wins, or as many points as possible anyway. And a win today would take us up to 10th place, in fact, so that would be good. Thank you for all the support in the series so far. Please smash the like button if you're still enjoying it. We've got 3 more episodes to go, including today, until the end of the season. At the end of the season, I will be asking your guys' opinions on what I should do going forwards, whether I should do a second season or start a new one. So that will be up to you in episode 16, I guess. But maybe just have a think about it over the next 3 episodes, what you would like me to do. But I'll leave it until the end of the season so we know where we're at, if that makes sense. So this is the team going into the game against Bournemouth away from home. We've got Gomez in goal, Angel Rengo at right back, Liam Moore, Vip Benz and Charlie Daniels. That's my usual back 4. They've been pretty solid. Well, they've been very solid the last 2 games in particular, so I'm sticking with them. Chiravella keeps his place in central midfield because Gary O'Neill and Andrew Sermon are still injured, unfortunately, which is why Gardner would be a good addition to the team right now. Jeff Cameron plays alongside him in the ball-winning midfielder role. We've got Lallana back at the team, remember, because we stole him off Crystal Palace, alongside Manuel Lanzini from West Ham. So really good attacking midfield lineup there. Adrian and Jerome Sinclair up front. Would like to strengthen that. I did think about putting Yannick Bolasie as the advanced forward, but he's certainly not a natural to that position. I think I'll bring him off the bench during this game, see how he does up front, because I don't play wingers in this formation, which really does make Bolasie redundant because he doesn't fit into this formation, and this tactic works so well in the last 2 games I have to stick with it, don't I? Let's submit the team then and get on with this game. So just get comfortable, ready to roll. It's not submitted team, come on. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Chelsea are top of the league now. Tottenham 2nd and Arsenal 3rd. It's very close, 5 points separating, 6 points separating 1st to 6th place, to 5th place. Norwich could still win the league here, which would be an incredible story. So it's very tight at the top, but we don't have to worry about that. We've got no chance of finishing up in the Champions League places. I don't think any chance of finishing in a Europa League place, and we haven't won a cup. We're out of the FA Cup, so there's really no chance of European football. That is something to consider next season. Do you want more of the same? It will be very similar, but with this, whatever team I end up with at the end of the season, or perhaps my other suggestion will be starting on a Super League database with the same premise of Score and Steal, and maybe changing the rules slightly or adding in a couple rules, taking away a couple rules, we'll see. So there's going to be a couple options for you to decide on come episode 16, but you can just think about it over the next week or so whilst I finish this first season with Liverpool. Here go Bournemouth early on, but well defended. We haven't conceded a goal for a while, but I can see a goal coming here. You can just sense it, can't you? Yeah, good defended. I was always certain that was going to go in, but we kept it out. Stanislas. I used to love Junior Stanislas when he was at West Ham. It was sad to see him go. He's done quite well for Bournemouth recently as they take the lead through Callum Wilson, who I think scored against me previously. He is lethal on this game. He does seem to score a lot of goals against me when he plays. And that's frustrating. It's our first goal conceded since the West Brom game. We're 1-0 down. Perhaps this tactic works well against certain teams, but against other teams it doesn't. That's the thing. Just like in real life football, certain tactics and approaches to the game will work against certain teams, and other teams it doesn't. But Adrian does get the equaliser here from a corner. It's his third goal of the season. He's suddenly become a little bit prolific in the last couple games. Lanzini with the corner, whipped across. Cameron gets on the end of it really well. And then pretty poor defensive header, and Adrian just loops the header home for 1-1. We're back in this game. We're stealing a Bournemouth player. We're losing a Liverpool player at the moment. But here go Bournemouth straight away, looking for a second goal. We're getting cut to pieces down that right-hand side, and they score again. And this is not good. I need to do something about this left wing. I'm going to go support with the full-back. That might just pull them back a bit. I'm going to hit early crosses into the box rather than look for overlap now. But the thing is, I don't have any width. It's quite good going forwards, but defensively it can be a bit susceptible. However, as I've always said, with this tactic I've used it with West Ham and it works really well. But I do have some excellent players, so that is the difference. And Adam Smith's got 2 assists from right back. He's a player I could have stolen, remember. Elected to go for the other Bournemouth right back at the time. As we go 3-1 down, what is going on with the defence, guys? What is going on? I don't know. Maybe if I push higher up that would work, because we're dropping deeper and allowing them to get the ball into dangerous positions. But this is frustrating considering how effective we were in the last 2 games, and now we're 3-1 down. It really is annoying. There's no consistency. In fact, the last episode, I didn't mention it, but those 2 games I won in a row were actually the first time I'd managed to win 2 Premier League games in a row in the entire series. So that was some achievement, but today we are failing miserably, especially getting cut to pieces down that left-hand side. That Charlie Daniels is getting destroyed, but it's in fact Angel Wenger at right back that has the worst rating, and that doesn't really make much sense to me. I think I'm going to have to play wingers, which does mean I can bring on... In fact, this tactic clearly isn't working against Bournemouth. I will be sticking with this as my main tactic because it worked well in the last 2 games. But if in a game it's not working, you've got to change it up. I'm going to this tactic. It suits Balassi well. He's going to come on for Jerome Sinclair. Adrian's going to go up front. And Lallana's going to play on the right. And Balassi will play on the right, actually. He's a really good winger going forwards. He generally plays on the left for Crystal Palace, doesn't he? But let's try this. Advanced playmaker, attack Lanzini. Going to take off. I'm going to bring on Sessegnon for Chirivella. Cameron's going to drop back. Sessegnon's going to play in a pretty attacking role in central midfield. And Cameron's going to play as a ball-winning midfielder. Changing the things up quite a lot here, but I think I need to try and get back into this game. We're going to go do a few things, get stuck in, because we need to change this around. Hopefully this will work. Sessegnon doesn't really fit into central midfield, but I'm going quite attacking here. Let's see what happens. So question of the episode today. I need to think of something. Let's see. I know. Who do you think is going to win the Champions League next season? Let's go for that as we get a goal back. 3-2. It's an own goal from Afobe, but that's alright. We're stealing 2 players. We're losing 3 players. But in the comment section below, let me know who you think will win the Champions League next season. Obviously it's incredibly hard to predict, but it's just a wild guess, really, between the obvious teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid. Can an English team win it with the fantastic managers we have in the Premier League going forward this season? Guardiola, Mourinho at Man United will not be taking part in the Champions League, and nor will Conte at Chelsea. But we will see Pochettino at Spurs and Ranieri at Leicester. How will he get on? Wenger's still managing Arsenal and they'll be in the Champions League. And we got back into this. This tactic is working. Lallana with his debut, back on his debut, getting a goal. He's actually protected today. Technically, it's his debut since getting stolen. It's not his first ever game for Liverpool, but it does count as a debut today. So he is protected, fortunately. And it's at the moment going to the randomizer. But if we can get 1 more goal, remember, we get to pick who we steal and who we lose. So 1 more goal really would be handy. And this tactic has turned it around in the second half. I'm glad I changed it. Balassi can't win that. They may still end up winning this. That's the problem, because it is an attacking tactic. And I have to watch out. And, this looks dangerous, but Moore does badly. And it's 4. Wilson scores. He's got a hat-trick. I'm gonna lose a random goalkeeper or defender. This is frustrating. We have to go for it, because if we get a fourth goal, I still get to pick the players I steal and lose. I will lose a random goalkeeper and defender, though, because of that hat-trick. Liam Moore has had a mare at the back. He's coming off for Kolo Touré, and we're going to have to just go for this now to try and get an equaliser. But that is really frustrating, considering just how well we did to get back into this game, and then we throw it away because Liam Moore makes a stupid mistake. They're doing me no favours, this team. They really aren't. Frustrating. Overload it is. Let's use a team talk. I've very rarely used them, but push forwards. There we go. Come on, guys. It's not going to happen. We're losing 4-3. It's just frustrating when you get back into a game. I maybe shouldn't have kept it on attacking, but I was going for the fourth goal. It didn't work, and we lose 4-3, which means I will lose my 4 best players on the day and still the 3 worst Bournemouth players. I'm also going to lose a random defender or goalkeeper because of that hat-trick from Wilson. This has not ended well today. This is actually a really bad result. I'm stealing quite a few Bournemouth players again, though. Okay, first of all, I need to lose my 4 best players on the day. Lallana is protected, as is Bolasie protected today because he made his debut. But I'm going to end up losing Lanzini straight away. 7.9 from him. That is a frustrating player to lose. So he's going to Bournemouth. Off he goes. Who's the next best player? It's Adrian. We're losing him after his goal today. This is not a good day for Liverpool. This first game today. I mean, goals galore. It's great for you guys watching because it's really interesting to see lots of players moving around. Jeff Cameron's going. He's the 3rd best player. And lastly, between Sessegnon and Gomez. Now, Gomez could end up being, even if Sessegnon is we have to go to the randomiser for the 4th player, and then I'll have to do another randomiser between the defensive players that played today. Any player that played in the back 4 or goalkeeper will be included in the randomiser for that. So we've not conceded a hat-trick yet. This is the first time, so it's quite exciting in a way to see this rule in place finally. Ah ha ha. There we go. Okay, so it's between 2 players. I'm just going to change that to 3 and then change that back to 2, just so we get a proper random number between 1 and 2. It's going to be Gomez number 1, Sessegnon number 2. It is number 2, it's Sessegnon. Off he goes to Bournemouth as well. This is a real disaster, actually. So I'm going to lose a random goalkeeper or defender. So that's Gomez, Rangel, Liam Moore, Benz, Charlie Daniels. They played in the back 4. And also Kolo Touré came off the bench, remember. So there's 6 players in this. We're going to go from number 1 to 6. And it's going to be one of those players. So let's use the randomizer again. Number 6. It's going to be number 3, which is Liam Moore. Which is fine because he had a disastrous game. He's actually quite a good defender, though. That is the problem. But he really was poor in this game. And he's going to Bournemouth. So I've had my youth candidates come through, by the way. Not that we probably will ever use them, but there are some really good potential players that came through. I mean, Leon Owens is one of the guys. Apparently has good potential. And Gareth Wildey as well. So there's a few players in the under 18s that have potential. This guy last year, he's a real life player. Bobby Adekanyi has incredible potential. I mean, there's some great players in the Liverpool youth teams. So we've signed Gardner. That is fantastic news. He's coming on a free after being terminated by West Brom. The team is pretty small after losing 5 players against Bournemouth. We did steal 3. In fact, I haven't stolen the 3 players. I've completely forgotten to steal the 3 Bournemouth players. What am I talking? Oh, that would have been a disaster. Okay, lucky I spotted that one. Okay, the 3 worst players on the day for Bournemouth. Here we go. It's going to be Craig Dawson, actually a decent centre-back to have. So he's coming in. Then we get Steve Cook, another centre-back or right-back. And lastly, it's going to be between 3 players. So it's between Johnny Williams, Benik Afobe and Elphick. I'd quite like Afobe, but it's going to be between Afobe. Is it Afobe or Afobe? Afobe, I guess. It's going to be between 3 players. I can't believe I forgot this. This is the most fun thing, stealing players. It's number 3. Okay, number 3 again. We lost Liam Moore, number 3, and we're stealing. It's going to be Tommy Elphick, who I think is quite a good player, but it's another centre-back. We've just stolen 3 centre-backs. What are the chances? How many centre-backs have we got now? It's Cook. So we've got Vit Benz, Cook, Holding can play there, Craig Dawson, Touré, Elphick, Kirchhoff can play there. I'm going to just remove the centre-back options because I need to decide on my centre-back partnership for the Norwich game. It'll probably be 2 of the Bournemouth players. How many Bournemouth players have we stolen in this series? It's ridiculous. Basically Bournemouth FC. I mean, Liverpool used to be in Southampton FC, but they've been AFC Bournemouth in this series, certainly. So we're playing Norwich at home, but remember, Norwich are in 5th place. They're looking to try and win this league, or get into the Champions League. This is going to be a very tough game. I'm sticking with this tactic. There's a lot of changes to be made in the team. Bolasy's going to go in attacking playmaker role where he can't really, or maybe, no, yeah. Actually, Lallana will go in advanced playmaker. Bolasy will go attacking midfield. Gary O'Neill is back from injury, so he's probably, actually Craig Gardner. Craig Gardner has to go into midfield, doesn't he? He's suspended. Oh, brilliant. Oh yeah, because of the red card, of course. We can't even play today. That's frustrating. Gary O'Neill's coming in. Chiravala's going to have to play. So at the back, Steve Cook. Craig Dawson's ineligible. Oh dear, we've got a player that's ineligible because he cannot play for more than 2 teams in 1 season. So what happened? I moved from West Brom to Bournemouth for 1.6 million. And now he's moved to me on a free, so I can't even play Craig Dawson. Oh, absolutely fantastic that is. So I've got a player in the team that just can't play. That is a disaster. Elphick's going to have to play at the back. Who's going to play up front? I've just got no one to go up front in this formation. I'm going to have to play Bolasy up front. He's going to play as complete forward. And then Tajira will play in attacking midfield. This is the lineup then. We've got tons of defensive players. Maybe I should put an under 21 player in. There we go then. This is the lineup to take on Norwich. It's once again a weaker team after that Bournemouth game. It's pretty frustrating. Protected players today, Cook and Elphick. The centre-back partnership. So I'm going with Gomez, Rangel, Cook, Elphick, Daniels. Once again, 3 Bournemouth players in the back 4. Chiravella and O'Neill in midfield. Tajira and Lallana in the attacking midfield roles. And Bolasy having to play up front alongside Jerome Sinclair. Ugh, it doesn't bode well, does it? However, surely we should stay up this season. We're 11 points above the relegation zone. We might end up finishing 17th quite easily here because it's very close, but there is a big gap. Southampton are going down by the looks of it with Sunderland and Crystal Palace. Let's go! Wish me luck, guys. It's going to be tough. It's frustrating that I can't use Craig Dawson. Even with the rules, like the editor where I've able to register players at any time, it doesn't get around those rules. Hopefully my new Bournemouth centre-back partnership will work out well. We'll find out, won't we? Really could have done with Benik Afobe though coming to my team, and a little bit frustrating that we've got a load of defenders and no strikers apart from Jerome Sinclair. Sticking with this tactic though, the wingless tactic worked well against West Ham and Crystal Palace. Against Bournemouth it didn't, but I know the other tactic can work if need be. Unfortunately we ended up losing against Bournemouth, but imagine if it had finished 3-3, it would have been so much better for us. We wouldn't have lost a random goalkeeper or defender, it would have gone to the randomiser and it would have just been so much better, I think. Just that one goal has possibly ruined the rest of our season, as Nathan Redmond, a ridiculously good player on this game, scores against me after 4 minutes. We're obviously weak down the wings. I don't understand how it worked so well in the last episode, but there we go. Tajira, over the top. That is just an aimless ball. What was the point in that? But we win it again. They win it back, and this is frustrating. Here's Nathan Redmond trying to run it out of play. Houlihan, I love Wesley Houlihan. What a name. What a player. Over to Nathan Redmond. Good save by Gomez. It's cleared. Don't think this tactic's working again. Early signs are not good. Throw in. Angel Rangel. Lovely long throw to Gary O'Neill. Out wide. This is how we get goals. Penalty. Charlie Daniels can step up and score from the penalty spot. Come on, Charlie. He's my top scorer, isn't he? 2 penalties so far for me. This can be his 3rd. This would be a crucial equaliser. Come on, Daniels. Goal straight down the middle. 1-1. We're back in the game. Can we hang on now for a good draw? Here's Mbakani, Jarvis. It's going to be a goal straight away, just like the Bournemouth game, isn't it? What was that for a tackle? Mbakani, he's top scorer of the season, I think, still, in the league. It's just ridiculous how good he's been. A throw-in from Rangel again to O'Neill. That's working well. And Daniels has space down the left, puts a good cross in, headed away, and that didn't find anyone, but we're back on the ball again. Here's Angel Rangel. You can see how forward my fullbacks get in this tactic. It generally works well because fullbacks are overpowered on this game, but oh, good save from Redmond. Gomez from Redmond. And it's still 1-1. End-to-end stuff. This is an exciting game, actually. Elphick not playing well at the back, though. Throw in from Norwich. Jarvis has space to run and put in a hopeful ball to Emakani, which works out. He's put it back to Jarvis. Jarvis. Good header away by Daniels. Get rid of it. Come on, guys. Clear it. Just thump it clear. Jarvis. No. No. Oh, how did that not go in? I don't understand. It looked like it was going in. It hit the post. How are we surviving? I don't know. But let's say avenge what happened in the last game. Jerome Sinclair's nervous up front. Gary O'Neill's a bit dead. I think I've moved Balassi to being a false 9 because he can apparently play as a false 9 sort of. So we'll try him out there. Elphick's not having a good game at the back. I'm going to bring on good old Kolo Touré. Kolo Touré. And we're not going to look for overlap. We're going to hit early crosses. In fact, let's just take it easy a bit. I'm going to go support fullbacks rather than attack. Just so they're not getting as far forward. Hold on for a point at least, please. Free kick from Houlihan. Good header away by O'Neill. Sinclair can't get on the end of that. What the hell was that? Fortunately, Emakani's offside. That being a goal. Been really annoying. Lallana corner. Smash it in there, Sinclair. O'Neill. What was that? Why are we giving the ball away on the edge of their box? It's just ridiculous. But Lallana wins it back. Kolo Touré over the top. Sinclair gets on the end of it. Can't finish. It was going wide anyway, I think, when Ruddy saved that. Tajira is going to come off for Ojo or the ex-Millwall guy. Let's go with Onyejdinma. Fred, as I call him. Got a WhatsApp group going, you know. Hey Fred, how's it going? Do you miss Millwall? Yeah, boss. Send me back. Come on, guys, hang on. Hang on in there. Jarvis with the free kick. Well done, Gomez. Clings onto it like a crab. Up the pitch. What was that? That was just aimless. And here go Norwich. Nathan Redmond's probably going to murder me now. He's going to skip past every player like Maradona. Score a wonder goal. Here he goes. Good tackle. O'Neill gets in there. It's thumped up to Lennon. Lennon, do something useful. Into Lallana. Lallana. Red card for Reece Hall-Johnson, surely. It is! He's getting his contract terminated. I'm going to remember this time at the end of the game. Wait, we can win this. They're down to 10 men. Go attacking. Too late. 10 seconds to go. Still a 1-1 draw will be good. If we can hang on for 1 second. There we go. 1-1 draw. Really good draw against Norwich. I'm going to say unlucky. My assistant's saying I should be harsh, but I'm not going to be harsh because Norwich are good this year. So we're going to lose a random player and steal a random player. Hall-Johnson's going to have his contract terminated. The 20-year-old fullback. Terminate. Bye. Seems a bit harsh, but there we go. So I could lose any player, 1 to 18, apart from the players that are protected, and I could win any player from Norwich. It's a gamble, the draw, but 1 to 18, who are we going to lose? Number 13. Okay, who is that? Player ratings. It's 13, it's Fred. He misses Millwall, but he's going to Norwich instead. So goodbye, Fred Onyejdinma. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. And the player we are going to steal is number 6. Hopefully a good player. Oh, a good player, Johnny Howson. That is a good player. Thank you. So that game was quite good. A draw keeps us in 15th place, unfortunately. 35 points. It's very close between 9th and 17th, as you can see there. I mean, we could still finish 7th, I guess, but it's unlikely. Swansea next, who are actually in 7th place, so that's a big game. Bloody hell, what are the chances of losing Lallana and Balassi at the same time? Balassi out for 2 to 3 months, that's him injured for the rest of the season. Lallana out for 2 to 3 weeks, and Gomez out for 3 weeks. What the hell? Basically my 3 best players. How has that happened? How is that happened? The game is broken. That is just ridiculous. Seriously. I know there's lots of injuries in football. I know it's actually, in Football Manager, technically the numbers of injuries are under real life injuries, apparently. But the fact that I lose 3 players on the same day, all of them injured for, weeks or months, all key players, it's just screwed up. That does not happen. Surely. What happened? Did they have a car crash going into the training ground? I mean, come on, it's just ridiculous. And another player as well. So there was like some sort of 4-way car crash going into the training ground, probably. It's just bloody ridiculous. Liverpool facing goalkeeping crisis. Well, Grabara is going to have to come back into the team. It's bloody ridiculous. Why do we have to have another confidence meeting? You can't sack me, I'm unsackable. Bloody ridiculous. I just don't understand. How is that even possible? Got no players It's just, it's frustrating. Last match of the episode then, against Swansea City, who are in 7th place. We are in trouble with all the injuries we have and all the players. We've got Gardner suspended, we've got Dawson ineligible. This is going to be tough, it really is. Fortunately, we've got someone like Johnny Howson that can come into the middle, which is very useful. In fact, he could play advanced playmaker. And then I'll go with Chiravella in the midfield again, or Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff can't really play deep line playmaker. I think Chiravella is the best option there. Elphick didn't play very well in the last game. I'm going to go with Kolo Toure at the back alongside Steve Cook. Bolassi's injured, so that's a real blow. Brooks Lennon's going to come in. I don't think anyone can play as a complete forward, so I'm just going to have to change this, I guess. Change him to a deep line forward. This is annoying. Really is. And my sub goalkeeper is going to be Ian McLaughlin again. Back in the first team. They've signed Shane Long, which means if I steal Shane Long, he's going to be ineligible as well. I don't want to be stealing ineligible players here. I've got someone called Pele at left back, which doesn't bode well. Okay, an early chance for Swansea here. Norton puts the ball in, good header away. I've got decent defenders, let's be fair, but the rest of the team, I'm not confident. Why? Grabara dived for that. It was going wide for a corner anyway. He's trying to prevent a corner, wasn't he? Sigurdsson with the corner, whipped across. Well done, Grabara. It's going to be all Swansea in this game, isn't it? Here goes Paloschi. Paloschi back into Jack Cork. Here's Pele. What a ball. And it's a goal. Paloschi at the far post. 1-0. Is anyone protected today? Johnny Howson's protected today, of course. Well, that's good because he is actually my best player. I've still got 2 wildcards left to use. But I would have used them on players like Balassi, but they're injured now. Kolo Toure almost scores with a great volley. That was our first shot of the game. Swansea have had 12. Here's Gary O'Neill. Can't get on the end of that. Chiravella. Can we get a chance here? Charlie Daniels. Needs to put a ball into the box, but just fizzles out. I'm going to have to go to their other tactic, I think. This one isn't terrible. We've only conceded 1 goal, but the fact that I'm playing 2 strikers that just are not really good enough isn't exactly good. So Ojo's going to come on for Lennon on the left, and Chajiro's going over to the right. Howson behind the striker. Playing advanced playmaker role, I think. Please get a goal. Come on, guys, please. Here's Swansea. Trying to make it 2-0. Carl Norton. Well done, Grabara that time. He was a little bit weak for the goal at the near post, wasn't he? And an older, experienced, better keeper would have kept that shot out, you would have hoped. But here goes Swansea. Oh no, Shane Long. Side netting. We've only had 3 shots in the entire game. Tempted to throw someone like Kolo Toure up front as a target man. Shall I do it? Come on, it has to be done. Target man, Kolo Toure, support. Would Steve Cook be better as a target man? That has to be Kolo Toure, doesn't it? And Vip Benz is going to come on for... Actually, no, we'll bring on Tommy Elphick for St Clair. And we're just going to lump it long and hope that Ojo and Tajira and those sort of players can get on the end of it. Pump it into the box. Go route 1. There we go. Kolo Toure is going to be the superhero up front as the target man. The last man standing in Liverpool. Lallana's come back, obviously, but from the original team, Kolo Toure is the only one that survived, I think, the entire time. But here goes Swansea, trying to break my hearts. My hearts? Well, my player hearts and my heart individually. And your hearts too. Sigurdsson crosses it in, headed away by Toure. Well done, Toure, getting back there to head it away. Henriksen. Here's Fernandez. Norton, they're just passing it around us, but fortunately that's fizzled out. Come on, guys. 15 minutes. It's a corner. Sigurdsson across. It's in the back of the net. Henriksen with the goal. It's all over for us. We're losing this game. It's not been a good day today. After a positive episode last time, we're just... Once again, that word inconsistent is being used here. Frustrating. Here's Howson. Rangel across. Headed away. Daniels into Ojo. Puts it in. Whoa, Howson gets a goal. There's still a chance here with 8 minutes to go. We're going overload. We're going overload, even though it doesn't work, but I'm still using it out of spite. Very fluid overload. We've had 4 shots, they've had 20, and we're stealing a Swansea player at least. We're losing 2 as it stands. But it could all change. Sigurdsson, good save, Grabara, and interesting slide tackle there. Rangel blasts it up the pitch. And that's it over. I think that's the end. I don't think we're going to get a goal here. 15 seconds to go. Torre's through! Kolo Toure! He went for it. He went for a belter. And it just was wide of the post. If that had got in, that would have been like the greatest goal in the world. So I'm pretty sure we're definitely not getting 7th place, as Swansea have won. And we've only got 7 games to go, I think. Yes, 35 points. We're in 15th place, minus 11 goal difference. So we are losing our 2 best players on the day and stealing the worst Swansea player on the day. 2 best players on the day. Grabara. Oh, bloody hell. We've got no keepers. I think this is an international break, actually. I hope there is, because we need Gomez back. Off Grabara goes to Swansea. 2nd best player on the day is Howson, but he is protected because it was his debut, wasn't it? No, it wasn't his debut. His debut was in the last game. No, this was his debut. What am I talking about? The other player that is being lost is Ojo on a 7.1, and another attacking player going. And the worst player for Swansea on the day was, it's a shame it's not Fabianski, Ashley Williams 6.7, Leon Britton 6.7, oh 6.5, Shane Long, no! Oh bloody hell, we're stealing a player we can't even use, I think. Unless he didn't play for Southampton at the start. He did! No! Disaster! Oh, this is a bloody disaster. We can't use Shane Long. Wait, maybe I can register him. Let's see. Oh, I can. I can use Shane Long. What? I'm confused. Why can't I use Craig Dawson? But I can use Craig Dawson now. Oh, right. This is confusing. It originally said ineligible, and now I can use them. That is really weird. Well, I'm not complaining, but I'm guessing the editor has worked now with the allow squad registration. But to start with, it didn't. No, he is in. Oh, I can register them, but they're not eligible to play. That just makes no sense. So I've registered Dawson and I've registered Shane Long, but they cannot play. Oh, how frustrating! Shane Long would have been brilliant in this team up front. So unfair. So today, 2 losses and a draw. Not great. Next episode we've got Leicester, Man United and Tottenham. 3 defeats on the card, surely. And in the last episode, Sunderland, Villa, Everton and Chelsea. Surely we can't get relegated here. I think we're too many points ahead. 9 points ahead. Unless Southampton have a game in hand though. Unless they suddenly have a burst of form. We should be safe, but you never know. 5 points we need from the last 7 games, I would say, to guarantee survival of the 40-point mark. Let's hope we can get there. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode a bit better than I have. Hit the like button. Let me know who you think will win the Champions League in the comment section below. And I will see you in episode 15. Just realised I haven't worn my sunglasses for ages, mainly because it's been raining the last couple of weeks, so I just haven't really bothered using them. But there we go. Imaginary sunglasses. See ya.